Hey everyone, I hope this message reaches you feeling really peaceful and empowered and filled with loads and loads and loads of love. So, this week I want to talk to you about a tool I use when I'm going into situations that potentially I'm going to be nervous or I feel intimidated or even when I'm super vulnerable. This is a tool that I've been using for a really long time, and I've had to pull it out since coming back to the States. I'm in a lot of new situations, and I do get nervous. I can actually be quite shy in new situations, and this tool has allowed me to present myself in a way that's true, that's honest, and most importantly, that's necessary. So, first, let me start with a little story. About a month ago, I had met someone that also owns their own company. They're super successful, very intelligent person, has worked really hard to build what they have, very impressive, and just, a really smart, logical, hardworking person. And we're in this conversation, and I started to notice that every time I would go to contribute, the person would talk over me and was really talking at me. They weren't talking with me, and it was starting to annoy me. And also, it was also not just annoying me, but it was actually triggering me. This person's business, it's very corporate. It's very Western world, corporate America, gung ho, type A. And in due diligence, though, this person is quite successful and has worked really hard, and I don't want to take that away from them. But the communication that we were having was really not enjoyable. I didn't feel like there was a shared experience or it was meaningful or impactful. But what I did notice is rather than just kind of pause and look at what was happening, I was allowing this person to trigger me and trigger my insecurities and trigger an old version or an old narrative or tape, as I would say, that I had something that I had to prove in the conversation. So I started noticing that I was kind of listing off my resume and saying things like, yeah, well, I already know that, or well, let me make sure you know this about me, and just a way of being that I don't really enjoy talking about myself in that way. And so I decided in that moment, even though I was uncomfortable and I was being triggered, and I just said to myself, wait. Why am I talking? And that's the tool. It's simple as wait. Why am I talking? Am I talking to contribute, or am I talking to prove something? Am I talking because I'm a part of this conversation and it's fluid and it's flowing and it's two-way street and it's energetic and it's awesome? Or is it really not doing anything and I'm kind of blowing smoke up this person's ass and I'm blowing smoke up my ass, and why am I doing this? So once I pulled out wait, I really didn't say anything for the next 10 minutes. And then I realized I don't even need to be here. So I excused myself from the conversation. So what waiting allowed me to do was realize that I have nothing to prove. I don't have to list off my old corporate America resume, even though it's pretty badass. And I get to choose what conversations I want to be a part of and what conversations I don't want to be a part of. Now, the conversation didn't end there. I took it home with me. I was really irritated. I was unhappy with where I went with it. I was really owning my experience and just being wow, Melissa, wow, And I was talking with a close friend, and, I realized, that wasn't my state of being. I was really aware of what was going on, and I caught myself, and then I was reacting and not responding, and then I immediately turned it around and responded. So I was super proud of myself. But then I also realized, do I want to be friends with this person? Do I want to do business with this person? Do I want this person to mentor me? It was none of the above. And I think for a long time, when I started living this like love and light world, I felt that I needed to like everyone, and I needed to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I needed to be super, super nice. And I am probably one of the nicest people I know, but that doesn't mean I have to like everyone. But it also doesn't mean that I have to be nasty or mean to everyone. I can just, be like love and light, but like you can keep your stuff over there and I'll keep my stuff over here. And then there'll be no kind of thing between us. So sometimes using the wait, why am I talking, is super, super helpful. I actually ran into someone else like that in another business meeting. And rather than jump right in and go for it and list all the things that was about me that was super important and that I had titles and accolades and all these things, I waited. And I realized like, wow, like that person they were actually really nervous. And I could see that they were really nervous, and this was their way of kind of calming themselves down. And once they talked it out, and I just sat there and listened rather than like creating a pissing contest, I was able to hear him and he was able to hear me. And we had a really productive meeting and we've been collaborating together and it was awesome. But if I hadn't waited, I wouldn't have been able to see that like he's not trying to like upshow me or like, mansplain or like talk over me or not contribute to this conversation. This is just his nerves and how he deals with it. And it was actually really quite sweet. And I thought it was kind of cute, actually. So I just wanted to share this with you that human communication, human connection, it can get messy. And, I'm all about connection. I don't know how to do small talk, and I don't like creating separateness between me and other people. But not everyone wants to get connected to you. And not everyone wants to hear you. And not everyone is a nice person. And you can send them love and light, and they can stay over there. And you can send love and light to yourself, and you can stay over here, and the world can keep going. There's lots of people, lots of amazing, cool, awesome people in this world. And we should be connecting to the people that want to connect back. And it's fluid and it's flowing and it feels good. When I started to work for myself, I said that I would never, ever, ever work again with anyone that I didn't feel safe with, safe to be seen, safe to be heard, safe to contribute in the way I know how to contribute. And I'm having to like really reinforce that rule with myself here in Miami. And it's great because I only want to put my energy where the project can flourish, my creativity can fly, and it can be impactful and meaningful. But that connection with who I'm contributing with, who I'm collaborating with, it must be clean. So I hope this message reached you. I'm actually not putting it on YouTube. This is just for the support squad. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. What would the tool W.A.I.T do for you? And have you been in a situation like that? I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week, everyone.